Alright, so this is gonna be the conclusion video for Sociology 100 with Professor Drury. Um, First, it's just this is the software I use for when I stream video games, so that's why you see like this background because it's the video game I play. But I'm gonna just be answering like the questions. So the first part says, who part of the course did you find the most and least interesting? The part of this course that I really enjoyed was the whole discussions and things we would have in the beginning of class. I feel like whenever someone asked a question or something that would like inspire a debate between some of us, I feel like that was like what really was the best because we would also bring up like different subjects that we've learned in the book and we'd like sort of discuss like our own like ideologies like sometimes with like the four different main ones. Um yeah, so that was my favorite part. The least interesting for me would probably be the lectures or maybe even just I don't know like the whatever anything that was just kind of like busy work. I guess anything that's just like read this, answer this, or like so things that I didn't really see like usually like the boring stuff, quote unquote, is what I found the least interesting. The second part is which part of the wire did you find the most and least interesting? The wire, the most interesting for me was how some of the parts like really hit close to home, and how you could see like that, especially living here in like Chicago or like going over to that side of Chicago because we live so close to it. Um, like being able to see that a lot of the things that happens in the wire is like it like hit a little close to home. Um, but for least interesting, uh, it wasn't really like a specific part in the wire, but I feel like the first or second episode was kind of like getting to know all the characters and things, especially since it was the third season. It was kind of like what are we doing? Like the first two episodes for me was like not really like paying attention because I didn't really know what was going on. The third part, did you ever discuss topics from the course with people outside of the class? I did. Um, it would be some people with my friends, some with my family, and some with other classmates. Because you would discuss topics with your classmates because oh, what does this mean? What does this mean? You know. But for when it takes like friends or family, it would like whenever you talk about any like sort of like issue, I was able to be able to like bring up these things that I learned in class, and it almost made me seem like almost like smarter or like knowledgeable on what I was talking about. And like my logic and reasoning, even though it was just like the ideas of that we learned in sociology, I ended up using a lot of those, and it made me in turn like understand it better and it be able to explain it to others. Um, why were you so reluctant? No, I wasn't reluctant. I was like, yeah, I learned this. Like, what are your future career goals? Um, for now, I'm planning to major in computer science at UIC. I'm currently attending UIC. I was just taking this as a summer class at Morton. Um, so that's my future. Hopefully, I'm gonna be like a video game developer, like on a team on one of the big major companies. How do you see the course material contributing to these goals? I mean, it won't necessarily help me like in a sense in which in my field, but it'll probably help me in a sense of which it would help me maybe like communicate to different people better, or maybe even if there was something in the game that was like more towards like being realistic, I could also give my insight on that with the ideas from this class. The last part is after participating in this course, what questions about family and work do you still have? What part of this course was most relevant to your life? How do you intend to use the course material in your personal and professional life? Um, I think I already answered this question in the final wireless segment, but I don't really have any questions about family and um, yeah, what questions about family and work do you still have? I don't really have any questions for that. But the part that was most relevant to my life would have to be how how different people are treated um, by being a minority, and just how these people, how society can be the ones pushing these people to act like this. They're not just like that themselves, you know. Like that whole like Chicago thing, redlining, these like the social networks, all that stuff seemed really like to really stand out to me. Like, wow, this is actually like true. Um, how do I intend to use the course material? Like I said, probably just apply it to like my everyday life. I wouldn't really like of course like this gave me like the style of like help bettering my papers, but also just like the ideas. I feel like I'd be able to. It's like looking at the world through a new lens. So this is my conclusion video. I hope it wasn't like super rushed. I just got home from work, but yeah. So thank you. Goodbye. I didn't see me waving.